Hey, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share some new releases in romance and contemporary romance. I will have one for romance fantasy, but that'll be in another video, so stay tuned for that. First up, we have Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. It's a forced proximity contemporary romance. It just came out in April, and it is about a couple who have a one-night stand and then they end up adrift, like lost at sea on this houseboat, and then they have to learn how to depend on one another in order to survive. I am such a Castaway fan. I love survival romances. It's like my favorite niche, and this looks like it's going to have some of that energy, and I am all here for it. Next up, we have Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This is part of a series, but it's like an interconnected standalone kind of series. You can read this one before the first one, though I do recommend the first one. Second Chance Romance, and it's kind of contemporary romance as well. This just came out in May. Teen parents, divorced adults, they end up going on this unexpected road trip to take their son away to college. And on that road trip, they unravel a lot of what went wrong in their past, as well as going through unresolved feelings that have been left over. I am so excited to read this. I know it's just going to pull at my heart, just like Savor It did, which is the first book in the series. Yeah, super excited for this one. Next up on the list, I have one by Emily Henry called Great Big Beautiful Life. I've heard this one is less of a romance, more of like a literary mystery meets contemporary little romance. It came out in April. It's about two rival writers, and I am such a big fan of beach reads, so this is just screaming Gus and January to me. Two rival writers, one reclusive heiress, and the two writers, Hayden is more of like this brooding journalist type, and Alice is this eternal optimist, both fighting to win the rights to write this reclusive heiress's memoir. And that's what the whole book is about, and I am so excited. I've heard that there's some twists, and I'm looking forward to that. Next up, we have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. This came out in April. It's a contemporary romance. So Xavier is near perfect until he says everything wrong. And Samantha can't stay, but she can't quite let go either. So they're separated by crisis and timing and connection just that refuses to fade. Next up, we have Problematic Summer Romance by Allie Hazelwood. This is technically like an interconnected sequel to Not in Love, which I'm currently reading. This is the book that's making me read Not in Love because I really want to read that. So this is an age gap destination romance. This came out in May 2025, and they're trapped in a Sicilian villa, which, like, of the places to be trapped, that's at the top of the list for good. She's with her brother's best friend. It's like a family wedding, and 1 week changes everything. And then there are some secrets also in here, and this sounds so freaking fun. I'm dying to read this. Up next, we have Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, and this one I heard is gonna pull at my heartstrings. When I'm ready for a cry, I'm gonna go for it. It's a contemporary romance. There's grief, found family, and this came out March 2025. It's about a grieving woman and a guarded man and how they heal each other unexpectedly. So after her best friend's death, she's stuck in grief. They make a deal. She to help him bond with his niece, and he will check off her life after lost list. Kind of bucket list is what I'm getting. So it's like this growth story about like courage and hope, and I know it's gonna make me cry because I cry at nothing. The next one I actually had sent to me. It's called The High Dive. It's a contemporary romance, enemies to lovers, class conflict. It came out in May of 2025, and it's set on a luxury yacht. There's a decades-old grudge, and there's just chemistry that she can't outrun. She's the oddball out of this like billionaire elite friend group, and he's the man that she swore never to forgive. They were once rivals at Columbia, and their bond shattered by a disastrous date. And then they're reunited on that yacht for a friend's wedding. She's a progressive political organizer, and he's high-flying private equity guy. And I love like the classism discussion that's going to happen there. I think this is going to lead a little bit more contemporary novel than contemporary romance, but you never know. They told me enemies to lovers. Maybe I'm wrong. Next up, we have Totally and Completely Fine by Elisa Sussman. It's a second chance romance, and grief is a big part of the story, and it just came out in July. It's about a widow and a movie star. She isn't looking for love until Ben, a charismatic actor, arrives in her life. Together they navigate grief, gossip, and there becomes this like budding tender romance. This sounds like some self-discovery, some hopefulness, but a bit more serious. This next one is a book that I've actually already read, so I can tell you that it was in fact very good. It's by Elizabeth O'Rourke, and it's called My Favorite Bad Decision. It's like an adventure romance, contemporary romance. There's great banter, and it's sort of like a forbidden romance kind of vibe too. And this just came out in May. So it's set on Kilimanjaro. Lexi didn't plan to do this, really. It was something that was set up for her in order to take over her father, like the family business. He's like, I want you to do something really challenging and show me that you got what it takes. And so she kind of forces her hand. He's a meddler, her father. And on that same expedition is her sister's like teenage ex that she just thinks is an asshole. And they're, forced together, and sparks are definitely flying. And it's very forbidden because girl code, obviously. Really great. I won't tell you where the whole thing goes because it kind of surprised me plot-wise. Beg, Steal, or Borrow by Sarah Adams. This is like the third book, but I believe it's interconnected so you can read it by itself. It came out in January 2025, and it's an enemies to lovers romantic comedy. She's a secret rom-com writer. I fucking love when books are about writers. And he's her loud rival. Giving beach read. I'm ready for it. So when her peaceful life is upended by her nemesis Jack, who moves in next door, their rivalry sparks into unexpected partnership, and they work together to create a secret manuscript. I am so here for this. I've never read anything by this author, and I am thrilled. I am so excited to start this one. We have Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. So Cam is blindsided by her ex's return. And as she rebuilds her life, she's a single mom, by the way, old wounds resurface, but hope rises. Light at Lavelle by Paulina Simons has just come out in the US, came out in May. I read the Australian version. I literally ordered it because I just couldn't wait. So anyway, it's available here now. And this was amazing. I read it a couple years ago. It is about a Ukrainian refugee and a Boston banker who are both crushed by the stock market crash. Well, not just that, but he is. So they're both kind of exiles from war, from wealth, and they find solace in each other. Isabel's fled Soviet oppression, and it does go into the time that she's there. And it's really fucking dark. And if you read The Bronze Horseman, because I recommended it so much, you'll find similar kinship. I don't want to say it's exactly the same. This feels a little bit less romancy than The Bronze Horseman did. Not to say this isn't good. It's still fucking great. But it's a bit more sad and a bit more serious. And I mean, it's devastating. And I guess I would call this like contemporary meets historical fiction, definitely heavy on the historical fiction. This was really an incredible read. I definitely sobbed many a time. These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean. It's a contemporary fiction, family with drama and romantic elements. It came out July 25th. I'm sorry, not July 25th. It came out in July. She hasn't set foot on the island in 5 years. And now since her inheritance depends on her surviving a week there, she goes. There's a billionaire drama, buried secrets, and a dangerously attractive executor. Yes, that also caught my attention. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's so good to see you again. It's been a long time, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Bye.